since, the state began, there has only ever been 16, 17, 18% female representation, and this is just a joke. It's outrageous. It behoves all of us as women, as men, as society to change this. And wonderful to see that a group like Women for Election are redressing this balance. What I'm doing is I'm working on the whole thing of presentation skills. So that is when you're asked to make a speech in public, be it at a residents' association or two heads of state. The principles are the same regardless of who you're speaking to. So I wanted to work with the women on actually preparing their speeches and communicating in a very effective way, in a way that would be memorable, would be impactful, and would really connect with the audience, rather than being the sort of people who deliver a really, worded speech from a piece of paper or hiding behind the podium. I wanted to see them as people who can actually speak freely and confidently and connect with an audience. Now that's a journey everybody has to go on as a speaker, and it's very much about getting miles on your clock. But hopefully today I started that journey for them and gave them a load of pointers how to be a confident speaker, and a speaker that addresses the audience particularly, not a speaker who comes prepared with a whole load of things they're going to say regardless of what the audience wants. It's often thought that when you work with aspiring politicians on their media preparation, that what you're telling them to do is to say, I'm glad you asked me that question, and then to proceed not to answer the question. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I always advocate answering the question you're asked, but it's where you go with the interview after that counts. So I would always say, yes, answer the question, but then move on to some of the things that are on your agenda, and to make it so interesting and so relevant that the interviewer will actually go along with you, because they know that's what their audience or their reader wants to hear or wants to read. So it's a win-win situation if it's done correctly and done properly.